This is Atlanta, a city of rich tradition, where the grace and charm of the Old South are mingled with the bustle of modern industry. A city of beautiful homes and busy factories, an important center of trade, a pleasant place to live and to work. Atlanta is also the distribution hub of the Great Southeast, one of the nation's principal railroad and truck terminals. It's just an overnight haul to the larger markets of the Southeast, and shipments from Atlanta to New York, Chicago, or Pittsburgh are delivered in 2 days. Driving out one of the city's fine new freeways, we come to the home of the Gibson Manufacturing Company, fast-growing producer of quality fluorescent fixtures. From this modern plant come some of the finest commercial and industrial lighting products produced in America and marketed from coast to coast. Much of Gibson's success is due to the close attention given to the design of the company's products. Here in the design department, highly trained design engineers develop fixtures and accessories that meet specific needs and save time or money in the field. For example, Gibson was first to make spring steel louvers like this one on a new school fixture. The janitor can't bend this louver out of shape. Here's another Gibson development, the duplex connector and self-aligning stem set, which allows each fixture to be installed complete without rehandling. Perfect alignment is accomplished without couplers and without bolting the ends together. These Gibson improvements save as much as 25 to 30% in installation labor. Special I-beam clamps and this exclusive bulb T-clamp you see here have been introduced by Gibson to do a better job, faster and cheaper. Here is a beautiful new fixture designed to meet the need for a thin surface-mounted unit. It is only 2 3/4 inches deep, and notice that it doesn't have the ballast hiding panel or strip that you find in other thin fixtures. Gibson designers got rid of these dark areas by mounting the ballasts in the sides of the fixture instead of the middle, a completely unique design feature. The birth of a new Gibson fixture like this is a long, painstaking process of planning, designing, and testing. First of all, the need for a product of certain characteristics is determined through conversations such as this with practicing architects and engineers throughout the country. Weeks of planning go into the preliminary designs, and these are taken into the field for hard-boiled criticism from architects and lighting engineers. Changes and refinements are then made in the design, and handmade models are built and tested. When all details of the design have been perfected, the project is turned over to the tool designers and production engineers. Since the life of the lighting fixture is no greater than the durability of its finish, Gibson has invested over $100,000 to equip its finishing department with the most advanced metal treating and painting facilities. Here, the raw parts are loaded on a conveyor and proceed through a high-pressure washer. Chemicals, heated close to the boiling point, clean the metal and phosphatize it to prevent oxidation. Then a chromic acid bath etches a tooth on the surface for the enamel to bond to. Now into the dry-off oven, where every vestige of moisture is removed in the 500-degree heat. Then into the electrostatic paint booth. These revolving bells throw out an electrically charged mist of enamel which is attracted to the hot metal by magnetic force. A second coat is applied manually to produce a minimum thickness of 1 1/2 mils, which will provide the full reflectance for which the enamel was designed. After an 8-minute flow-out period, the parts enter the bake oven, where the finish is baked for 20 minutes at 300 degrees. Coming from the oven, the finish is given a close inspection, and those parts that pass muster move on to final assembly. Here they are being assembled by highly trained personnel, re-inspected and tested. One mark of Gibson quality is the fact that all adjoining parts are interlocked by screws, rods, or tabs for maximum rigidity and strength. There are no welded joints to come loose. We have seen how a Gibson lighting fixture is designed and produced. Now let's see the end result. Let's watch the actual installation of the Gibson Ortho 77, a fixture which embodies a unique concept in commercial lighting design and a new departure from conventional installation methods. Here we are on the job. This is the Unirace, the special channel which houses the branch circuit wires. The Unirace is the only part that need be delivered to the job during construction. It can be installed at the most convenient time for the contractor. The fixtures come later. The Unirace couplers with shoulders that provide automatic spacing are precision made in the same shape as the Unirace section. They telescope 3 inches into the adjoining sections, providing a deep interlocking lap that affords great rigidity and strength. The insertion of self-tapping screws completes the union. The open ends of the Unirace are closed with simple end plates. These 24-foot runs of Unirace are now being wired. The branch circuit wires are simply laid in the channel and connected to each built-in fixture receptacle. When all connections have been made, a few special clips are inserted to retain the wires in the channel. The Unirace is then turned over and is ready for the stems. The special Gibson stems simply coupler, a very important labor-saving feature. The stem is completely adjustable. This 7-degree swivel at the top allows the stem to plumb itself automatically, no matter how uneven the ceiling may be, and assures perfect lateral alignment of the Unirace. This leveling screw makes it quick and easy to level the Unirace after it is hung. When the stems have been clamped on, the light but rigid Unirace is simply lifted and hung by hickeys on the ceiling studs. Lengths up to 48 feet can be easily lifted and mounted in this manner. And by the way, the studs don't have to be precisely spaced in order to get proper stem alignment. Any variation in stud spacing can be compensated for by simply sliding the clamp-type stems along the Unirace until they are plumb. With the Unirace mounted, the branch circuit connection is made for the run. The Unirace is now ready for the fixtures. The fixtures require no wired connections. They just plug in. The plug in the fixture automatically makes connection with the receptacle built into the Unirace. Let's get a closer look at it. Hooks on the fixture engage in slots in the Unirace, like this. Here's the receptacle in the Unirace, and here is the plug built into the fixture. As the fixture is swung up, the plug automatically engages the receptacle and connects the fixture. The fixture is latched, and installation is complete. It's as simple as that. When mounted in a continuous row, the fixtures are locked to one another by latches which hold them in perfect alignment. Here's the completed row of 6 48-inch fixtures, installed by 2 men in approximately 45 minutes, including the assembly and hanging of the Unirace and the mounting and lamping of the fixtures. That's a mere fraction of the time required for a comparable installation of conventional fixtures. Notice how the rigid Unirace holds the units in precise alignment, straight, true, and level. The Ortho fixture can also be mounted at intervals of 4, 8, 12 or more feet by using fill-in sections of unirace and simple cover plates. A cover plate can be replaced with a fixture at any time. Any fixture can be removed any time for cleaning or servicing without interrupting other fixtures in the row. A 2-light fixture can be replaced with a 4-light fixture and vice versa. This is the Gibson Canopy Unirace. It is designed for mounting directly to the surface of the ceiling. The Canopy Unirace differs from the stem-mounted Unirace only in its shape. It is assembled in the same fashion, and the fixtures are hung on it in the same way as on the stem-mounted Unirace. We have seen the installation of the Ortho 77, a commercial fixture. The Gibson Ortho line also includes this industrial fixture, the Ortho 88. It is installed in exactly the same way as the commercial fixture and offers the same labor-saving features and the same incomparable flexibility. The unique advantages offered by this new concept in lighting design have won wide acceptance for the Gibson Ortho line wherever quality lighting is wanted. Ortho installations have been made in such fine buildings as the Southern Railway in Atlanta, Cape Ann Manufacturing Company of Gloucester, Massachusetts, Ramsey Corporation of Gibson Art Company of Cincinnati, Lexington Junior High School of Waltham, Massachusetts, Frohoff Trailer Company of Memphis, Staples Tool Company, Cincinnati, Chesapeake High School, and St. John's Lane Elementary School in Maryland. Procter & Gamble's new addition to their M.A.&R building in Cincinnati. Midwest Metallic Products of Cleveland, University of Cincinnati, Continental Service Insurance Company of Baton Rouge, and hundreds of others. The best testimony to the merits of the Gibson Ortho fixture has been the phenomenal rise in sales since its introduction in 1953. And sales continue to climb as more and more architects and engineers become acquainted with this revolutionary fixture. And to meet the mounting demand for Gibson products, this fine new Gibson plant is now being built in Atlanta. So be sure of better lighting jobs and happy clients. Specify Gibson Lighting.